Hey everybody, it's Noel and Wade here. We just wanted to take a few minutes and show you guys how we set up our green screen room. We're going to start off by talking first of all about this stuff that you see all over the walls. It's basically just a foam material. It's 12 inches by 12 inches and 1 inch thick, which we've attached to the wall using pins. And what it does is it's designed to deaden the sound a little bit so we don't get the echoey sound going throughout the room. So we're going to start setting it up here, and as we go through we'll stop and talk about each of the different pieces that we're going to be setting up. So let's have at it.
So as you can see, we've just set up the actual green screen frame. Now, if you're wondering where you can get something like this, we ordered ours from Amazon, and ours was a company called Cowboy Studio. Now, the best bet is to search green screen kit and go by the reviews. There are so much truth in the reviews, and people will talk about what works for what purpose. The total cost on this was very reasonable, under $200 for this actual structure, which came with some basic lighting as well. So now we're going to actually set up the lights.
Alright, so as you can see, we've got our lights set up, and you might not be able to see them both in frame, but there's just one over here off to the right. Usually when we do this, how we do is we set it up so that the one is off just a little bit ahead of the person who's going to be standing. So if you're going to be standing in front of the green screen, you want to make sure that you have one sort of off in front a little bit, and then we have this other one off to the side, sort of pointing back behind us onto the actual green screen itself. The reason for this is that then helps to cut out the shadows on the green screen behind us, so that when we're doing the video post-production, we don't see those kind of weird shadows behind the actual person. So we're going to keep setting up. We're going to get to the camera and the microphone next. Let's keep going.
So what we're doing now is we're setting up our sound as well as our camera. And from the sound perspective, what we're working with here is a Yeti Blue microphone. Again, this is a purchase you can make on Amazon if you'd like. The great thing about this microphone is we're going to have it set up on this tripod. So every time we're doing a video, naturally our phases are pretty close to where this is.
All right, and for the video side of things, what we've done is we've actually purchased ourselves a Logitech Brio 4K camera, and what this does is it gives us the ability to show nice high resolution imagery at 1080p. We don't actually run it at the 4K resolution because that's actually very taxing on the computer itself. And now you'll be able to see how we've set this up with the microphone on the tripod. Alright, so now you can see that we've actually got the video showing, and we've actually plugged it into this particular laptop. Now this laptop actually has an NVIDIA GeForce graphics card. The graphics card is needed in the laptop to be able to handle the signal that comes from that 4K camera. But you can see that we've now got, we've actually got it set up so that the green screen behind us on the screen doesn't look like it's green. It actually, we've got it set up to look like currently it's just a black screen. And we can, in the post-production side of this, we can add whatever we want on there. So we're gonna keep setting this up, make sure that everything's working, and then you'll see an example in a couple of seconds of McCall actually using it for the region update video. All right, so we're pretty much set up. Now I want to take a couple of seconds and talk about the software that you need to use on the laptop. The software that we were using that you just saw is actually called Open Broadcast Studio. And what this software does is it allows you to take the signal from all these different things and run it through into that program that allows us to be able to view and see ourselves on screen. It's a free software. It doesn't cost anything to run. There's a little bit of a learning curve to it, but once you start learning how to run it, it's fairly straightforward. A number of us in the office have figured it out fairly quickly, and now we can actually record our videos. And that's basically how you set up a green screen studio. So there you go.
And now you're going to see McCall shooting an actual green screen video. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this one.
Hi everyone, I'm McCall Capozzi and welcome to this week's Region Update. I just want to say congratulations to all of those people who celebrated their work anniversaries in December.